Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here as a recording of this Wednesday, November 23rd, 2022. About 8:30 a.m. according to that clock up there here on Market Street, Celebration, Florida, where they have the tree placed here. And very soon, the ice skating, well, makeshift ice skating, actually just more of like a kind of like a rubbery plastic thing, will be opening possibly this weekend, but very, very soon for the holidays. I am heading to Magic Kingdom in hopes of possibly seeing the train, which yesterday, the train, for the first time, as far as I know, is doing the Grand Circle tour around Magic Kingdom, Disney World's, not Disneyland, which has been running for quite a while. This one has not been running for 3, maybe 4 years. About a week ago, I saw it testing over near Barnstormer, near where the circus area, near Goofy's Barnstormer, I believe it's called. But it didn't go completely 360 around the park. Now it's going all the way around, and I do not know for sure, but I have a feeling, crossing my fingers, that maybe today they will let guests on. And if they don't, they don't. But if they do, I want to be there. I'm inviting you to join me. Heading over now, shall you? And at this moment, it's really peaceful down here along the lake shore. Got the Christmas decor up all around. Got the fountain on down there at the end. No sign of any gators, however, at this moment. They might still be slumbering, or they're the other side of the water. All right, I'm gonna get in my car, drive over to Magic Kingdom. I think rope drop's at 9, so I won't make it by rope drop, but I'll be there pretty much a little bit after. Seeing this crane right here, the name on the side is Genie, reminds me of Genie Plus. During the holidays, so this is Thanksgiving week, obviously, so the whole week, a lot of people are out of school, out of work, so the parks are packed. Genie Plus, I believe, is $29 for Genie Plus. I don't know if I'm going to do that today, but this crane reminded me of Genie Plus because it's named Genie. Traffic surprisingly flowing really well on I-4 westbound at this moment. These are those weird temperatures. 65 degrees right now, it's supposed to get up to 74, where I don't really want to put a jacket on. But it started sprinkling, so maybe I'll throw the windbreaker on. Kind of around this temperature, I never know whether to put something over a t-shirt or not. But because it's raining just a little bit, I'm gonna throw the windbreaker on. And I really have to wonder, will they reopen a very popular attraction, the train, one day before Thanksgiving, as a recording of this? Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Or will they wait till after? I'm gonna find out when I get there, hopefully. Should also note that I booked a reservation to get into Magic Kingdom about an hour ago, so I did not have one, but it was available. So I didn't pre-plan this, I just kind of got up and thought, you know what, maybe the train will be running, so there was a reservation available, thankfully. A lot of people here. I've been utilizing this little jacket windbreaker quite a bit. I used it on my last road trip. I was gonna bring an umbrella because there is a chance of rain, but you know, with the weather being kind of at the cusp of needing a jacket, not needing a jacket, I would have this on with the slight mist in the air. Oh, there's a tram going by. I think I'm gonna walk it though, then carry an umbrella as well. I must commit this to memory. Well, commit it to camera memory. I am parked in Simba 115. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for the tram. I think I'm just gonna walk it. It's not that far to TTC from here. I'm just gonna walk it. Because honestly, yeah, waiting in that line to get on a tram to only go a couple hundred yards, yeah, I'd rather just, I'll walk. An empty one pulling in to take gas. One full of guests. About to head over to TTC. I point out the obvious, what can I say? Nice little breeze out here as well. See the wind there against the flags. 2 Ds on the double Ds, you could say, and then in the middle there, got Mickey with the blue Mickey flag. Mickey in between those double Ds. And of course, heavy metal Mickey. He's really made of aluminum, but you know, heavy metal Mickey. He's become a thing. Ooh, getting a nice little dose here of 2 transportation devices. Take a look at that. The tram, and there goes the monorail. And golf cart. And another monorail. Ah, I love this place. Notice how long the line is just to get on the monorail, but no one over here at Joffrey's. I just put like 1 sugar and 1 cream. My piping hot caffeinated beverage of the day. I think I'm gonna take the ferry boat. I think the ferry boat might be the right option. Team Joffrey's. There's hardly anybody in line for Joffrey's. I just walked right up and got it. It's a little hack instead of going in the park, trying to go over to Starbucks. They just do this. Look, there's only one other customer in front of there at this hour, as busy as it is. Joffrey's heading in. The Starbucks on Main Street, always busy, always. All right, this is pretty awesome. This is the first time I'm using this little new development that they built probably like a year or so ago, where this takes you up to the top of the ferry boat instead of going to the bottom of the boat across. So this is pretty awesome. I've never actually done this before. This is kind of cool doing this. Basically what they've done is they've removed the top portion of the railing over on the Admiral Joe Fowler, and then you just go up and on and not have to walk up the stairs on the boat itself. And you can, there's another little plank over here. You don't want to walk that plank. You want to walk this. Oh, Darth Vader. You're in the kingdom. Turning around. This is pretty dang cool. You know, it's always neat to have a new experience that I've never done before. I've never walked up directly to the top level of one of the boats that go across the lagoon. It's the little things. I get excited about the little things. Admiral Joe Fowler. There's a pretty good view there, the monorail going by. Also, this boat going across the Seven Seas Lagoon. I was just told by a cast member when I was getting on this one that this boat approaching just got a new paint job a couple days ago. It was released, and they have a fresh coat of paint on this one. As it gets closer, I'll take a little bit better view of it. Okay, you can see it a little bit better from here. It is the Richard F. Irvine with a fresh coat of paint. Looking very, very nice. And there is a cast member up there waiting patiently to end up we're going to disembark, I should say, up there as well. And this is only a very peak time frame, only a rope drop, and then possibly after the fireworks that they utilize this little this new technology. And you can see the cast member has that little mechanism over there, so he's about to lower down this contraption. It says, please watch your step. Also, a lot of times there's a little hidden Mickey made of rope right down there. Okay. All right, getting ready to remove the rope here. There's a hidden Mickey made of rope down there. It's just, I don't know, I'm excited about this. I've never done this before. I've done a lot of stuff here multiple times, but I've never done, oh, there's a little crow up there. Hitchcock would be proud. That crow just made a little noise. And there the crow goes. Look at this. Going down. Slowly, surely here. Mind your toes. I do kind of miss being able to stand right up here, but this is like kind of neat. But you can only do this really at rope drop. And this rope is now dropping. Well, it's about to drop. Well, the rope's, yeah, this is like, I guess I did catch a rope drop.
Folks, on the upper deck, hear this. As you disembark, there's a small step up right where I'm standing, about 4 inches.
Okay.
Mind your step.
All right.
And if you don't mind your step, mind your language. Welcome to the Magic Kingdom. Here we go.
Bobby's awesome. Look at this. This is cool. So that's where I usually will go down over there. I guess I got to watch these steps too. Cast members are in rare form today. I love it. Now that was not the rope drop. That was a rope drop, but rope drop was at 9. It's 10 a.m. now. First thing I'm heading on, so over here to Tomorrowland Speedway, Tomorrowland Raceway, which is basically Autopia. Trying to see if I can get a view maybe of Tron is going to be launching over there as well. Oh, there goes a Tron vehicle right there. See one going through the little path. Yeah, Tron's running pretty hard today too. Oh, there goes another one. Been testing pretty continuously. Not really sure how many attractions I'm going to be able to get on today because, you know, the holiday week and all. Also, I don't think I've ever been. I'm on number 10 here next to the winner's circle, waiting for my car to pull up. But I am going to attempt to get on the People Mover, which is also going by. So if I can just do this and People Mover, And then hopefully the train, again, mentally crossing my fingers, I'll be happy. Number 34. The thing that's kind of neat too is I heard the train, I think it's a Johnny Cash song. Well, it is a Johnny Cash song, coming around the bend. I heard the train blowing the whistle a couple times already. Obviously you can't hear it from the raceway, but yeah. Also, this is still under construction too, the gift shop there at the exit of Space Mountain. You know, it'd be, oh, look, you see Tron going by. I'm just gonna keep it running because we might end up seeing a bunch of Tron light cycle runs. Also, the spiel on People Mover, they announce and they say that this is Tron light cycle run, so they're already promoting it. It's just not open yet. It's slated for March, but it'd be pretty dang awesome now that Iger is at the helm of the corporation again. What if he opens it early? What if all of a sudden it's like, you know what? Tron light cycle run is open for business a little early. I wouldn't complain. Just gonna stay attentive on the track there. See if one goes by. Maybe. Possibly. Wait for it. Hey, nothing from that angle. Maybe from this angle. Of course. My luck. Nothing. When that thing finally opens, when it rears its head, gonna have Guardians at Epcot, gonna have Tron Light Cycle Run at Magic Kingdom, and who else knows what future will be happening at Walt Disney World. It'd be two awesome thrill rides in the last couple of years opening here, which is pretty dang good. Pulling up to the exit now. All right, as I exited, the row I was just in, number 34, is stuck behind this one now. I was in that one. And the cast members there are starting to, I guess this row's gonna close up. Number 34, stuck behind number 43. I think they opened that up just to cool them down. I think that's, oh yeah, look, number 34, they turned it off. Good thing I got on number 34 when I did. Not that I mean, I could have been on number 30 also, but for 30, 33, 58, any of those would have been fine, but I was in 34. Now what I'm gonna do is get on the People Mover that is going by right up there, so I'm gonna go get in the queue line, get on the People Mover, and go take the People Mover around and basically be able to get a view, not a bird's eye, or a lower bird's eye, because a bird doesn't fly this high up. I mean, it does fly this high up, but it could fly higher than this, but a lower bird's eye perspective of Tron Light Cycle Run. Maybe it'll be testing, and then also the little tunnel that the train is going to be going through. Like I said, crossing my fingers in my mind, hopefully today, the train will be running. Just putting that out there. Come on, train. Okay, over here near the Fantasyland station now. No cast members standing here. The other day, there was a couple cast members out here dressed in the railroad outfits here. It says Walt Disney World Railroad is not operational at this time, but take a look over here. The train, the Walter E. Disney, is parked over here, right here. And I'm faintly hearing some of the queue music is also turned on over there in the queue area where you would get on the train. Now the other day, this is about a week ago, okay, there's a cast member there dressed in the railroad outfits as well. But the other day when I was here, I was standing in this spot and the train was only going so far. It was not going all the way through the tunnel. It was going up to the tunnel and then back. So I'm curious to see if this is gonna go full circle around, 360, like a Grand Circle tour around this. I'm just gonna wait patiently here and see what happens. Oh, I'm hearing train launching, or Tron launching. And yep, the Tron is pretty continuously going around the track. Okay, it seems to be they're moving around a little bit in there, so maybe they're gonna blow the steam horn now. You can faintly hear Tron still going behind me there. I'd say probably every minute or so. Oh, all right, they're giving a little toot there on the steam whistle. And let's see if it goes backwards or forwards. If it goes forwards, it means that the Tron tunnel is completely available to be driven through. It's going forward. It is going forward. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, oh, hearing the rumble there on the ground. Nice. Walter Elias Disney. I love trains. I love theme park trains. I think Dollywood's my favorite theme park train. But how can you not love that? Oh. That. What? Oh man, the Disney train. Now I do not know, like I said, I do not know 100% if this thing's gonna be running today, but take a look. So you got the 104 car going by, and I guess this would be the 105 car, but at the very, very tail end, there is a, hello, there's a cast member at the tail end, just like you would have on a normal guest full train, right there, going through, it is official, going through the Tron Tunnel. Okay, walk completely across the park over here to the Frontierland railroad station. Elevated, goes through Splash Mountain, which Splash Mountain's not going to be around for much longer either, but I'm just kind of standing here to see if I can see the train pulling into this station. Right over here, you got Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, Brer Bear. Which, I mean, they're probably not going to be standing here for much longer either, at least, you know, probably into early next year. But I'm hoping as I stand here at the Frontierland Railroad Station, and I'm also kind of curious, is there only one train being tested, or is it one at each spot? I think there's 4 stops here, 3 stops. It's been so long, it's been 3 or 4 years since this run. I can't remember if there's 3 stops or 4 here. I might be getting confused with Disneyland. It's been a long time. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, never mind, that's a test. That's something else is up there. I just heard something else up there. I think there's like another testing vehicle. And the stairway right here, I remember back in 2020 when the parks reopened, they had extended queues for Big Thunder, and I was able to walk up here and around. The extended queue for Big Thunder went up in here, which was kind of like a little sample, a little taste, if you will, of the railroad. And since then, even before then, they've been working on the railroad. We'll be riding the rail again soon. I'm just gonna kind of camp out over in this area until the train comes by so I can kind of get, I might need to back up just a little bit to get a better view though. I hear it. Or was that the ferry boat? It's hard to tell. Sometimes the riverboat, the Liberty Bell, not the Mark Twain, that's Disneyland. Sometimes the riverboat is also steam, so it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, no. I just heard like a ringing of a bell, so maybe it's gonna pull up over here. Possibly. There it is. Okay, that's a different train. That's a number 2 train. So confirm there are more than one train on the track right now. That is number 2 going by. That is not the Walter Elias Disney. That's a different train. So there are more than one train. Nice. And from this angle, this is kind of underneath the bottom portion. This is more on the Splash Mountain queue side. I cannot see the name of this particular train, but this was painted more of a green. I think the other one was a little redder color. I can't really remember. But yeah, this is, I don't know for sure certain, but I'm pretty sure this is another train. So there are more than one train on the track. Soon. Walking through the Emporium now. Take a look at this jacket. I don't think I've ever seen this before. It's like very retro Mickey over here with the little hat on. What do they call that kind of hat? Like a pork pie hat, perhaps? So here he is with a horseshoe. Maybe we got to play little horseshoes as well. Yeah, they got some new merch in here. Maybe they always have a constant amount of new merchandise in the Emporium, but I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Feels good to be home. It really does feel good to be home. I've been on the road for a lot this year, so it's kind of nice to be spending the holidays, the rest of this month in December, here in Central Florida. I mean, I won't always be at the parks, but I'll be at the parks pretty often. Also, inside the Emporium, train set. Now, it doesn't look like the train's going to be running today, but there is a train set. I mean, it's running. It's testing. I may have got a little overexcited thinking that it was going to be running today, but they do have a test not a test, but a train set in here as well, which is pretty nice. But now I'm leaving Magic Kingdom, walking over to the Contemporary, past where the bus depot is over here. I'm gonna head over to the Contemporary. I don't believe they're gonna have anyone get on the train today. In fact, I stood for probably another 30 minutes in the front portion of the park, at the front train station where everyone enters in with the topiary Mickey, and there was no more trains. There is a monorail, however. So I think the train testing for the day may already be complete. So who knows when the train's gonna come back. I thought it was gonna be today. Alas, I was incorrect, but I tried. When I was inside MK, a cast member told me that there are new DVC magnets at any of the DVC resorts, so I'm gonna pop over here and get one. Before going over to Bay Lake Tower to see if they have the magnet, Bay Lake Tower, having trouble saying that. It's common knowledge now that the Ballrooms of America is where President Nixon stated the "I am not a crook" line. It happened right inside this room over here. I'm gonna see if I can match up a photo that a friend of mine sent me, Gary Hall from WDW Kingdom Cast. He found a photo on the interwebs, sent it to me, said he'd never seen it. I had never seen it either. I'm gonna see if I can match it up in here. I've always seen photos with the backdrop, but never seen what's behind the backdrop. Inside this room, which is like a conference room, you can kind of notice the top of the roof there, very unique style, and you kind of see this pillar here in the middle. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I've always said it, others have said it, pretty much everyone, the consensus is that Nixon walked in one of those two doors. But over here, kind of looks the same also, which leads back to the kitchen area. But I'm 99.999% sure that it was right here that the podium was set up with the kind of bluish hue backdrop behind it. And I'll show the photo here. So you can kind of see that pillar there in the middle, which has been painted a different color. It was almost like a brownish wood paneling color. But take a look up top. You can kind of see the lights of the glare of that very interesting roof line. And then there's the two doors on either side. It was in this room right here, right there. I am not a crook. How cool is that, just to think that, like, you know, some history. There's a lot of history on Disney property. Obviously, John Lennon signing the paperwork, breaking up the Beatles happened over at the Poly, and then also Nixon right here in the Contemporary. And as that lime green monorail goes by, and a bus dropping off over here too. That's not the normal drop-off bus spot. Hop inside. Well, I'm not gonna hop, I'm gonna walk in Bay Lake Tower and see if they got the magnet. Okay, no go on any special magnets that just came out in the last few days in there. So, if it's true, did not have any in there. Maybe it's some of the other hotels, or maybe they're just not released yet. Nonetheless, they didn't have any inside Bay Lake Tower. But I'm gonna keep my eye open. If it's true, or maybe it's a rumor. I could have heard incorrectly. From here on out, every time I am inside the Contemporary, I'm going to be reminded of two things. When I hit 500,000 subscribers, I stayed here, and then I stayed over at that was a while back, but 500,000, during the Hurricane Ian, I stayed here for a few nights over at Bay Lake Tower and spent a lot of time in here. Ooh, you can see the monorail pulling into the station over there. I always loved this Mary Blair mural. But when I stayed here during the Hurricane Ian, I believe it was, my friend Hey Bricky, him and I were staying here, he kind of introduced me. Also, there's a Mary Blair signature right up there on that very top little square. It says Mary Blair. These are all the different artists here that worked on this, but Mary Blair's at the very top of it. But he told me about a little secret, a little hack, a caffeinated cocoa hack. I'm gonna get one. 5-legged goats on the other side. These are only 4-legged goats. Now, for one reason or another, I kind of remember the cup being larger than this, but maybe this is the large cup. So basically, fill it up with a little coffee there. I think I messed up. You're supposed to put the Nestle chocolate in there first. So you do like 3/4 of a cup of coffee, and that's how it's done. A chocolatey, very chocolatey, piping hot, caffeinated beverage. I've had 2 coffees today. I had one at Joffrey's on the way in, and on the way out, one with a little chocolatey flavor here at the Contempt. And I'm going to take the monorail from here. So I'm going to take this up the monorail platform and take the resort monorail back to TTC. I'm not going to walk back over to Magic Kingdom. But yeah, five-legged goat is right there above. So one of those goats up there has 4 legs. The other one has 5 legs. Take a look at this. There's the monorail going by. Five-legged goat. Classic. Hidden Easter egg. Not a hidden Mickey. A hidden 5-legged goat.
Here standing, please continue holding to the silver handle, please, darling. Welcome aboard Monorail. Next stop, transportation center.
Oh, there's one going by really quick, the opposite way. Just monorails and hunting. Everywhere you look, monorails. I'm not complaining. I love them. Got so excited about the tram going by, spilled a little coffee on me. Oh, nice. Getting a monorail here as it goes around as well. And this is going to pass the other heavy metal Mickey over there. So there's 2 heavy metal Mickeys. That one I never walk beside. That's on the other side of the road, but there's 2 of them. That tram matches the cones. They were cones. They were cones. That's the cadence. That's the wedding singer cadence. This could have been people. This could have been guests at her wedding. They were cones. As I'm walking back to my car, so there's a spot over here. It's almost like a elevated berm here at TTC parking, the Transportation Ticket Center parking lot. And it almost seems as if you could just picture, if you use your imagination, I'm using my imagination now, a Skyliner up on top of there. Who knows? I mean, the Skyliner runs from a lot of the resorts over to studios and of course over to Epcot, back and forth in a host of different hotels, Riviera, Pop Century, things like that. But it'd be kind of neat if they expanded out maybe over to Animal Kingdom and TTC Magic Kingdom. You have to really want to go to Magic Kingdom when you're here, just saying. Like it takes you probably a good 30 to 40 minutes to park and get in the inside the actual Magic Kingdom. Where the other 3 parks, you can just pull right up to the front and walk in. You don't have to take monorail over, boat across Seven Seas Lagoon, you have to take a tram from the parking lot. I mean, you can take a tram from the parking lot of the other ones too, but you're pretty much just right there. Think of back before Disney California Adventure, before DCA opened in Anaheim. It used to be able to park right in front of Disneyland. Now you have to park in the parking structure. So anyone that has not been to Walt Disney World, think of Anaheim. If you're a pass holder in Anaheim, parking in that structure, even to get on into Disneyland or DCA, it takes a good while. It takes probably 20-30 minutes. That's how it is when you park at TTC to get to Magic Kingdom. There are 4 parks here. This is the most difficult to get in time-wise. The other one's pretty simple. So kind of compare it that way. How when you go to Disneyland, you really have to want to go to Disneyland. You can't just park and walk right in 100 yards. You gotta take the tram in, you gotta walk through downtown Disney. So time equation, it's kind of the same here. Parking at TTC, going to Magic Kingdom versus the other 3 parks. All right, that's gonna do it for today. Kind of a long-winded outro. I'll see you in the next video. I don't need the jacket anymore, it's warmed up. The vlog, thanks for watching. No train, but still a fun time. The vlog is over. Made it back to Simba. 115!